Run fast, run fast, run fast. Hello, race fans. Trackmaster Rob, Longshot Lou from RunFast, the premier information site for the Triple Crown races and the Breeders' Cup Classic and the Juvenile. We even run fast in the slop. Rob, how'd you like the Derby, man?
It was a good race. It was pretty much formful. So it was a good race. It was in the slop. Everybody who you thought was going to be there, they were there. And then, really no long shots came in, so that's a little disappointing.
Well, I was too, considering I'm long shot Lou, but see, I must apologize. I must apologize to my, to the listeners and the viewers. I can't always pick long shots. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment, and you think you can pick long shots. Sometimes you just got to take, what they give you. And in this race, to me, the favorites, journalism, sovereignty is what they gave us. I mean, I was trying to go long with East Avenue and American Promise, and yeah.
Swing and miss sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had Luxor Cafe, I think he got the first quarter, he got walled off on the rail, and it was over for him. So, yeah, it's sometimes, you got to have luck, too. So luck is a part of the game.
Luck, and that track was sloppy. So let's go over the winners. That's 5 in a row for us. I led off with Sovereignty. Sovereignty went off at 7-1. He won the race by a length and a half. His time was 2:02. Trainer Mott, Jockey Alvarado paid $3 million, for that victory. What do you think about Sovereignty?
No, I think he's a good horse. I think he's one of the best out of this crop. So even though I think it's a weak crop of horses, but I think he's probably, him in journalism is probably the best right now. So going forward, we'll probably see those two either go against each other or try to, not face each other until the Classic.
Yeah, speaking of journalism, he came second in the Derby. He went off at 3-1. He was a length and a half behind, trained by McCarthy, ridden by Rispoli. He won about $1 million, I think about $1 million and some change in that race. So, I mean, he did pretty good for second place. Third place, what did you think about Baez? I think I handicapped him late, and I saw him. I kind of had a feeling he was going to hit the board.
I didn't like him at all. I can't lie. I just think he was one of those. A lot of times in these races, like a lot of the horses who go hard in the beginning, they tire out. And I think he was just one that passed a few of them. I don't think he had a chance of winning. Like, a lot of people like him though. He's one of those West Coast horse. A lot of people love him, but I just think he picked up where others were getting tired. That's all.
Now, I used him underneath. I used him in my trifecta and in my superfecta. I had him coming in third and fourth. He's trained by Sheriff, ridden by Pratt, but he picked up $500,000 in this race. Yeah, it's pretty good. The fourth place was Final. I love this horse, Final Gambit. Went off at 13-1, trained by Cox, ridden by Machado. He picked up $250,000 in this race. This horse closes like a freight train. I think if the field would have been smaller and not in the slop, I think he would have came at least third, maybe even second. Your thoughts?
That's where we're gonna disagree.
Here we go.
He's a turf horse or a synthetic horse. He's not bred, or he's not. He'll never run on dirt that well. And then if you look at this race, all the closers came in on the top half because that track was playing to him by the end of the day with the slop. Closing was, how you were going to win or, be up in the top half. Mm-hmm. So if you look at the race, 1, 2, 3, 4, they were closers. Nobody who had speed was, near the top. So Final Gambit, he's a turf horse. We probably won't see him again on any dirt race this year.
Okay. Well, now Sovereignty, we all know Sovereignty won, so he paid $18 a win. Second place, he paid $7.50. Third, he paid $5.50. Journalism, who came in second, paid $5 to come in second and $3.70 to show. Now, we always talk about not necessarily winning a race to make more money, Baeza came in third, and he paid $8.38 to show. Now, if you would have placed this horse, he paid more. I'm sorry, if you would have showed this horse, he paid more money to show than Sovereignty paid to come in second. And that's what I mean by making more money. Your horse doesn't necessarily have to win. You just got to, figure out if there's a long shot that's going to come in second or third, that's going to pay more money than the horse that comes in first. So let's just say Journalism went off at 4-5 in that race, and then for every $2 you bet on him, you got $3 back. I mean, so if you won the race, you get what, something like $3, and Baeza came in third, and he gets $8. Who makes more money, Baeza or Journalism? I could care less because Journalism won the race, and Baeza makes more money. So that's what we're talking about: putting more money, making more money that you put into the race. Your thoughts?
Yeah, if you play it like that, but we all like to win, so.
Well, yeah.
We bet to win, and
this is
if
true.
You got a winner, you bet him to win, and betting third is to save face. It's to kind of like hedge your bet, which means you don't want to, you want to just make something, just in case you lose, you win. So, but we want to win. We don't want to. I don't want to bet third place.
See, there he go.
I don't want to bet third. If I lose, I lose.
I don't want to lose all my money in the race. I mean,
hey,
I want to take something home. I don't want to lose everything, but yeah, I see your point. All right, the exacta 18.8 for $1 paid $48.32. The trifecta for $1 paid $231. The superfecta 18.8, 3 pay $1,600, and the super high five, which I be trying to hit, which I never do, paid something like $39,000. The payouts this year wasn't that good, man. It seemed like it was just
it was
low.
It was formed for all the horses you thought there was, and all the horses most people bet win. So when it's like that, payouts gonna be average. You still, with a nice exacta, that was a decent exacta, but that wasn't gonna break the bank.
Nah. Like the super high five last year paid something like $360,000.
Yeah, but ain't nobody gonna. That's Ohio lottery. You're not gonna hit the super high five.
It's tough to do.
You would have to put thousands of dollars to hit the super high five.
Well, yeah, this is true.
I don't want a chance.
This is true. So, like we said, the track was sloppy, but this week coming up, it's gonna be 90 degrees in Baltimore, and the track will be dry. And it will be hot and humid. Do you want to go first, my good man? I got 3 horses.
No, you go ahead. You long shot lose. So
ain't no long shots this year.
Let's go long shot lose. You gave yourself that name.
Nah, it's not this year. I'm going off with Journalism. I think once again he's gonna be tough to beat. Like you said, trained by McCarthy, by Rispoli. He took second. I'm gonna give you my pros and cons. He took second in the Derby. My pros is he got 4 wins out of 6 starts. His pedigree. His lineage is distance. So from curling, he definitely can go. He definitely can go 9.5 furlongs. But his speed figures in the San Felipe was 110, and the Santa Anita was 1.8. So I think Journalism definitely is going to be the horse to beat. My cons: short recovery, only 2 weeks, and it's going to be hot. So, his post position, number 2, and then, only been 2 winners out that post position in 50 years in the Preakness, so that comes up against him. But I still think that, he might break the old tradition, and then he might come up. So my second horse is, who is this? Goal-oriented. There's that man again, mama, there's that man, Bob Baffert, Flavian Pratt. What else is there to say? Bob wants that money. Coming off that suspension. He has a horse. The pros, this horse is undefeated, but he's lightly raced. He only had 2 races. But then again, it's Bob Baffert. It's strong. He had a bullet workout in 4 furlongs at like 47.6. This horse is ready. And once again, it's Bob Baffert. So, Bob's trying to get that money. Like I said, the cons has a limited experience, only 2 starts, and his post position. My third horse is clever again. trained by who? Asmussen, and one of the best in the business, and Ortiz. My pros, this horse is an impressive speed figure. His last race, a mile, was 1:37. To me, it's not that impressive. But, a mile is a sprint race. But, I mean, he did win, and he did eat up the crowd. His pedigree is American Pharoah, so I think he could handle the distance. So, I mean, his cons, his limited experience, and he's moving up to grade 1 experience. So, but I still think, he has a shot. Yeah. I'm still going with journalism. Those are my 3.
Okay. That's a very interesting 3 to be long shot Lou. Calling you short shot. All of those are favorite. So journalism is the best horse in the race. Most experienced, race much better in this field, and he shouldn't have any problem beating this field by a lot. I agree with you on that journalism will win, but I think everybody's going to have journalism. So I know you mentioned goal oriented by Bob Baffert. Yeah, he's very lightly raced, and the race that he came out of was at Kentucky Derby. I think it was on the same day, and he ran fair, but it was no one else in that race. Mm-hmm. So it was like he just ran. He went to the lead and just ran around in a circle. Like, I don't think, and especially where like his post draw is, he's in the one hole. He's got a gun out now. He's got to get out quick. So this pace might be a 22, or somebody gonna push him to run a 22, and he's gonna falter. The greater horse he's gonna face Saturday is gonna be totally different than what he usually faces. So I wouldn't bet him. That's only my reason. Clever again. Oh no, I hope you. Well, this is like when you said American Promise. I can't believe you didn't say American Promise. That's your horse.
Oh, I'm about to bring him up in a minute.
Okay, thank you. But
in a minute.
Clever again is 4-1, and who has he beat? Nobody. He's beat nobody. He came out of a terrible race, and you like numbers. And that's the only thing. You love numbers.
I love numbers.
His numbers were horrible in that race. Even though he won, I mean, that was slow. It was very slow time. And for him to jump up to a class like this, I can't believe he's 4-1. I mean, that race, I don't know. I didn't like that race. Now, a horse that nobody, came out of the Lexington, Gossiger. He ran the same race, Clever Again race, and he's 20-1. So that's why I'm baffled. I'm baffled by this. I think Gossiger, he sat behind the speed in the Lexington, and then, he went on by it towards the end. But to me, the Pimlico, that's how you win that race. Most winners in Pimlico, they sit right behind the speed, and then they leave. It's going to be hard for, like, Sandman, who's a deep closer. This race is going to be very hard.
Like a freight train.
He closed like a freight train, but these tight turns, they're bad for closers. So you'll see that who's ever in that middle group is going to just pass who's ever in that front group, and it's basically going to win. So yeah, I don't like Clever Again. I don't like goal oriented. But I would have went with American Promise before I went with those two. And I'm not being funny.
Here you go. Here you go.
But so my 1-2 would be journalism and Gossiger. Gossiger is 20-1 right now, so hopefully he floats up. So I would do exacta box, which means I would go with journalism on top. Oh, I'll box him, so I go with journalism and Gossiger. So yeah, that's what I would go with. Hey Billy, he's the local horse. They always put a local horse in the Preakness. He shouldn't be no factor. River Thames is a good horse, and he's got I-Rod on him. And he's going to, and see, that's what I was talking about, the speed. I-Rod is going to, he's going to gun. He's going to gun out the gate, which was going to force goal-oriented to gun because he's in that one hole. So, yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a lot of speed this race.
All right. Now, you mentioned American Promise, and we talk about experience and or ability. Now, my 2 horses, Clever Again and goal-oriented, they lightly raced. I mean, only like 2 to 3 races apiece. You got American Promise with like 9 or 10 races under his belt. But I think that the ability of Clever Again and goal oriented is better than American Promise. So where do I go? Do I go with the ability, or do I go with the experience? And I'm gonna go with the ability because of the trainers, Asmussen and Bob Baffert. Why you turn up your face?
Because I mean,
why you turn up your face?
When I said that about American Promise, when I said, yeah, look at all his races and look at oh no, he ran this fast time, and that's why I was trying to. Did you look at the other ones though? So that's why I was trying to get you to understand. But he will finish ahead of those two. I don't even like him. He will finish ahead of both of those.
And I got a gut feeling he will. So I'm gonna drop some money down on him just in case. Just in case, I got this gut feeling that he will. I'm gonna use him underneath, maybe second or third. But I'm sticking with my picks, Clever Again and goal oriented. But I just got this feeling, man. If I don't bet him, he gonna show up and bite me in the butt. And I'm just gonna be like, ugh.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Yeah. I mean, the other two you picked, I just think you picked those because they're newer, fresher faces. So,
Now I'm Mr. Analytics, right?
Yeah, I know you like analytics. But
So, and analytics points towards both of them. I got Clever Again at estimate time at 9.5, 155.36, which is not bad. And I also got goal oriented at 154.95, which is really not that bad. So, and I got your boy Gossiger at 156.4. So yeah, he's there. He could be there. So
he's gonna be there.
He could be there. So I don't know, but I'm sticking to my analytics. I'm Mr. Analytics.
Yeah, I know you, Mr. Analytics.
I love it. And there's our picks. There you have it. So guys, we're 5-0. We're 5-0, and for once, Rob and I agree on the same horse, journalism. So I do think journalism, this is his race to win, but the Belmont, I don't know. Belmont, you got Sovereignty resting up. Rodriguez, who I like, he's only going to get 3 weeks off. There's other horses going to be well rested. For journalism, I think he can win this race, but the Belmont is going to be tough. What you think, Rob?
Yeah, I don't even think he's going to race in the Belmont.
You don't think so?
No. I think you only do all three if you have a chance of winning the Triple Crown nowadays.
True. That's true.
If you don't have a chance of winning the Triple, it's no use. You just try to get you one of the three, and then you move on to the summertime.
Travers Haskell.
Yeah, you move on to the summertime races. Okay. So, yeah, I really don't think. I don't think he's going to run in the Belmont. So, fun fact about the Preakness: it's called the Preakness because 150 years ago. Their first race at Pimlico, a horse named Preakness won their first stakes race. So after that, they named this, their big race, the Preakness. So that's just a fun fact I want to throw out there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. People often, don't know why it's the Preakness, but it was a horse named Preakness.
Did you get that from AI?
No.
From chat?
I pretty much do that. You the AI guy. You the analytics.
Well, I didn't know that, but that's a good fun fact.
Yeah, there you go. And then with the weather too, it said it's not going to rain,
man.
But always handicap for the rain because it might sneak up on you. But we'll know better probably Friday. So when they have their their first day of stakes race Friday. So we'll know what the track doing and how it's running.
You the track man, track bias.
But yeah, Pimlico is pretty much an even track, but they got the tight turns, so it's good to be on the lead there. Turns are very tight because when you're closing and then you're coming around, you're gonna go very wide into the middle of the track usually. So yeah, it's good to be on the lead or close to the lead. So that's why I said Sandman. I wasn't too. Yeah, this wasn't the race. I thought he would go to the Belmont. This wasn't a race for Sandman.
Okay, fans, here's my problem. I can pick the winners, but when I go to bet, I just get crazy. I don't bet who I pick. I had Sovereignty. By some odd or strange reason, I put him third in my trifecta, and I didn't hit the trifecta. Now, I would have hit the superfecta, but I put him second in my exacta. So, this race, I'm gonna do a box. I'm gonna do a dollar trifecta box, or a dollar or a dollar superfecta box. I'm gonna box journalism, American Promise, Goal Oriented, and was it Clever Again? Yeah, Clever Again for $1. Dollar Superfecta is gonna cost you $24. I think same for the trifecta, and I'm gonna do it in the exacta. So hopefully we can win a little money, this week when I go up to Thistledown, the house that I made. When they see me coming, they hate to see me coming because they know I always win. These guys who've been going there for 30 years, they be sitting up in there. When they see me come, they get to rolling their eyes and sucking their teeth, and I just get to teasing them. So, but I'm going to go up there. I'll be up at Thistledown this weekend, and those are my bets. Rob, you got any suggestions on how to bet?
Like I said, I would just do it in an exacta box. I would do Gossinger and journalism, box them, and do, maybe journalism over. If I was doing a trifecta, I would probably just do key journalism over Gossinger and River Thames. That's all I see. And then, to cure what he's talking about, he not betting what he's supposed to or going up there to do. He should probably just go up there closer to the race. That way he don't have time to think.
That's true.
So sometimes thinking can mess you up. So, yeah, like when I go into it, I just know what I'm going to bet, and that's all I'm going to bet. I'm going to bet this, and that's it. And I just let it go, and I just wait on the race. So if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose.
All right, there you have it, race fans. We'd like to thank Launcharts Media for having us on. Once again, money won is a lot sweeter than the money earned. We'll see y'all after the Preakness. My man, Trackmaster Rob, Long Shot Lou. There you have it. Run fast, run fast, run fast. So go win some money, good people.